Good day guys, our report for today is entitled, Are You Away for a Particle? So our main topic for today is all about light. Later on, we were going to discuss about what is light, what are the properties of light, and how does light behave. So we all know that light has several properties. Some of its properties are reflection and refraction. Later on, we are going to discuss it, but first, let us look back in the history when light concept was started. Way back in 4th century, the concept of light started. Plato in 428 to 348 BC says that light consisted of rays emitted by the eyes. So this is when bouncing off a rays of an object allows us to perceive or recognize its color, size, and shape. So, si Plato, a well-respected Athenian natural philosopher, ay nagsasabing ang light ay binubuo ng mga rays na pinuproduce ng ating mga mata. So, dito ay nakikita niyo kung may hawak-hawak na bottle ng alcohol. So, Plato says that light consisted rays emitted by the eyes. So, we recognize objects when the rays bounces off of the objects na ating nakikita. So, sa pamamagitan dito ay nare-recognize natin ang kulay, ang shape, ang size ng object. So, this concept of light was believed to be true for almost 1,000 years until Hassan ibn Hisham refuted this claim when he explained that people can see the surroundings when light reflects from objects. So, he also said that light does not emanate from our eyes but is emitted by objects such as lamp. So, sa sinasabi ni Plato na ang light ay pinuproduce ng ating mga mata, kaya na-recognize natin ang tinitignan nating objects. Pero ayon naman kay Hassan na ang light ay hindi nagmumula sa ating mga mata because it is emitted by the objects such as lamp. From then on, several of schools thought on the nature of light emerged, and two of the biggest rival theories on the nature of light are the corpuscular theory and the wave theory. The corpuscular theory of light was pioneered by Sir Isaac Newton in 1672. He believed that light was composed of a stream of corpuscles or small particles that travels in straight line at a certain speed. Although his theory failed to explain certain light phenomena, Newton was so greatly revered as a scientist that it was nearly impossible for anyone to dispute his theory. It was not until 1801 when Thomas Young asked a serious challenge to Newton's idea.
After reading the dual property of light, after reading the story of how Thomas Young had proved that light behaves as a wave, and the story of how Albert Einstein's explanation of the photoelectric effect of experiments showed that light can behave as a particle as well, you should already have an idea that light has a dual property. Let us find out more as we proceed in this lesson. Propagation, reflection, and refraction of light. In science, models are used to make prediction about behaviors of phenomena in the physical world. If the model makes accurate prediction, we accept the model as a valid description of the world. If the model fails in account of a foreexplained key observation, we modify the model or use an entirely different model. Models are usually created to explain observable natural phenomena. Model of a particular natural phenomenon may have contradiction in their explanation. A good example of competing models is the understanding of the nature of light.
Hello guys, today we're gonna talk about the reflection and refraction of light. So first we're gonna talk about the refraction of light. So when Newton found that when light strikes a mirror, the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. He was able to show that the initial velocity of the sphere is equal to its final velocity in an elastic collision between hard spheres. So the picture that shows here is an example of reflection of light. This line is what we call the incident ray. It points at this angle in the middle, and this is what we call the reflected ray. So it bounces the light rays towards this. So the law of reflection states that if this angle is 45 degrees, meaning the opposite side should be 45 degrees too. So it has the same side, it reflects on the same angle. Another example in this picture is how the sun shines. So first the light starts with the sun, and it hits the moon, and it reflects to the earth. So that's why we can see the moon. From the incident ray to the reflected ray, so that's how the light reflected. So we're gonna move on to the refraction of light. So when Newton explained refraction by comparing the movement of the particles of light with that of a bell descending an inclined plane, according to Newton, the particles of light will accelerate as they pass from air to water. Newton claimed that water attracted the particles light, predicting that the speed of light would be faster in water than in air. However, scientific experiments showed in a different result. Light actually travels faster in air than water because of the higher index of refraction of water. The higher the index of refraction of a medium, the slower the speed of light. So the difference between reflection and refraction, reflection is it reflects the light, right? So in refraction, it bends the light from different direction, the incident ray into other direction. It's not the same as the reflection, because the law of reflection is it reflects at the same angle on both sides. In refraction, it bends on the other side. These are great examples of refraction: the eyeglasses, prism, and rainbow. Notice how the glasses expands your vision. That is actually refracting or bending the light that surrounds you. This prism, the triangle shaped glass, it bends the light apart in many different angles. And the last thing is rainbow. You know, the color of the rainbow, it bends, it curves, right? So it's not straight, it's refracting the light. So that is 3 great examples. Another one example is this. You put a cup, and then you pour a water, you put a pencil, and this is the result. It's not straight, it bends because of the refraction of the light. When the pencil is still in the air, it's straight, but when you put it in the water, it bends because of the refraction. So refraction, in other words, is bending of light rays as they pass from one medium to another, thereby changing the path of rays. Refraction occurs due to a change in the speed of light ray or wave. So from the incident ray, this is the refracted ray, so it bends the light rays. So that is the difference between reflected and refracted ray. Reflected, that it reflects the light ray. The refracted, it bends the light ray. That's all.
So, partial reflection and diffraction of light. Basta po ani partial reflection kay nangyari kapag isang bahagi ng liwanag na tumatama ay nai-reflect pabalik sa original na medium. So, ang pasabot po ni refraction of light kay nagaganap kapag ang liwanag ay pumapasok mula sa isang medium patungo sa isa pang may ibang index ng pagsalansang ng nagdudulot ng pagbabago sa direksyon nito. Newton's particle model of light failed to broadly explain partial reflection and refraction of light and diffraction. Question also arose about the propagation of light. If light were a particle, how could light beams pass through each other without scattering? See for example, as you rotate the glass block, the light ray will partially reflect and partially refract. But when the incident angle exceeds the critical angle, the light ray will totally reflect. So, ang modelo ng particle ni Newton para sa light kay wala kayo nag-explain sa partial reflection and refraction of light and diffraction. Nagkaroon din ng mga tanong about sa propagation of light. Kung ang light kay usa ka particle, unsaon kini pag-agi sa kada isa nila nga walay pagpagawas or without scattering. Example kay kini na sa ubos. Kini nga glass block pag imuhaning i-rotate ang light ay magiging bahagi ng reflect and partially refract. Pero kung ang angle incident mula pa sa critical angle, ang liwanag ay ganap na mag-reflect. So, gitry ni Newton nga explain ni pinaagi sa pag-suggest sa theory ng phase. According kay Newton, kapag na moabot ang light sa border ng two media, ang light rays mutukar sa usa ka axis ngadto sa reflection or axis sa refraction. Sa madaling salita, ang mga particles sa lights kay kinahanglan sa usa o magbulag-bulag o reflect and refract. Gayunpaman, unsaon man sa partial reflection, nakahibalo ba ang usa ka particle kung kinahanglan ba kini mag-reflect or mag-refract? Bisan si Newton gi-acknowledge niya ang iyang pagsulat sa partial reflection and refraction kay dili pa sapat.
What is the light according to James? Light as a wave. A Dutch physics named Christian Huygens believed that the light was made up of waves vibrating up and down perpendicular to the direction of the wave propagation. Nagtudo si Dutch physics na si Christian Huygens ng liwanag ay binubuo ng alon na nag-vibrate taas at baba na patayo sa direksyon ng paglaganap ng mga alon. Yeah. If we formulate a way of the visualizing wave propagation, this is become known as the Huygens principle. Siya daw ang formulate o isa ka paraan sa visualizing wave at naglaganap ng mga ito ay naging kilala bilang ang Huygens sa isang prinsipyo. In fact, he is considered the pioneer of the wave theory of light. So daw siya daw ang isang pioneer wave theory of light. Yeah. His wave theory of light stood the test of time, and today it is considered the backbone of optics by Jews, the Learning Act 2020. Ang iyadang wave of theory of light tayo daw sa pagsubok ng oras at ngayon ito ay tawag na backbone of optica by Jews The Learning App 2020. So siya, what is the light according to James?
So this day I will discuss about what is light according to Christian Huygens. So light as a wave. A Dutch physicist name of Christian Huygens believed that light was made up of waves vibrating up and down perpendicular to the direction of the wave propagation. He formulated a way of visualizing wave propagation. This this became known as a Huygens principle. In fact, he is considered the pioneer of the wave theory of light. His wave theory of light has stood the test of time and today. It is considered the backbone of optics, or by just the Learning App 2020. So, according to Christian Huygens, the lights was made up of wave vibrating. So, and then he is the one physicist that formulated a way of visualizing wave propagation. And he is the one of uh, he is the one considered the pioneer of the wave theory of light. So, isa sa siya nga nakadiscovered sa paagi or process sa or siya ang isa siya sa nakadiscovered sa sa way of waves vibrating of light. So there are term of propagation of light. So according to Christian Huygens, thought of light rays as the direction of travel of the wave or wave ray. As shown in figure 9a, every point of a wavefront can be considered as a source of tiny wavelets that spread out in the forward direction of the wave itself. So, ang wavefront is isa na siya sa way of apil siya sa formula sa nga nahimo ni Christian Huygens. Ang kaning wavefront is isa siya ka source sa lights of man siya ang party siya sa wave, di bali man siya ang nagadala reflection of lights rather. Man siya ang nagadala ang wavefront is man siya ang nagadala sa reflection of light. So reflection of lights, this can be observed when using water waves. So, example dria is ang water. So, di ba if nakaitagak sa tubig is nakay makita nga wave. If magtagak kag magtagak kag bato or something nga bugat-bugat. If itagak na naman siya sa tubig is nakay makita nga wave. And then, the angle of incidence of the wave is equal to its angle of reflection. So, as the wavefront hits the surface, wavelets hit the surface at different times, or see figure 9b. So, the new wavelets will now travel in the direction tangent to the wavelets that hit the surface. If we make a line perpendicular to the surface of the mirror, we can observe that the angle between the normal line and the reflected ray is equal to the angle between the normal line and the incident ray. So, example dira ang mirror. Diba? If ang mirror is one of na siya example sa diba pag magkuan mirror, diba pag igo nimo ang mirror sa lights, diba na siya mo reflect na lights, diba? If like example is ikuan mo sa sun, so nato siya pag maigo siya sa reflect ego siya sa lights. So nato siya mo reflect na lights pod. Muna siya ang gitawag nga ano, muna siya ang gitawag nga wavelets. So mao lang to siya og wala.
Refraction of light. When a beam of light travels between two media having different refractive index, the beam undergoes refraction and changes direction when it passes from the first medium into the second. To determine whether the light beam is composed of waves or particles, a model for each can be devised to explain the phenomenon. Kung ang usa ka sindaw sa kahayag moagi gikan sa usa ka medium ngadto sa lain daw na medium nga adunay lahi nga inday sa refraction, ang sinag mahimong mobalhin sa direksyon samtang moagi gikan sa una nga medium ngadto sa ikaduha. Aron matino kung ang sinag sa kahayag mahimo sa mga balod o mga particle ang modelo alang sa matag nga mahimo nga mapatuman atong manay ang phenomena. Huygens wave theory. A small portion of each angled wave front shall impact the second medium before the rest of the front reaches the interface. The portion that is front reaches the interface. The portion that is now traveling in the new medium wave. So, mo ni mga example niya. So, sumala daw kang Huygens, ang teorya sa balod is ang gamay nga bahin sa matag anggulo daw, like ane, like in ane niya, anggulo manatawag ane. Anggulo at tubangan sa balod, kinahanglan daw na makasagubang sa ikaduhang medium sa wala pa nabalin ang bahin sa tubangan na makaabot sa interface. So, ane oh. So, kung dapat daw kanang dapat daw dili pa siya maabot sa kung bakang sa diri agad sa pinaklasan sa kuan. So, og ang bahin sa karon, ang pananaw sa bag-ong medium mapabagal tungod sa mas taas nga inday sa pagkabag-o samtang ang bahin sa nagpabalhin sa unang medium is nagpadayon nga na nagpanaw sa samtang kusog tungod sa kaalam sa kusog sa tubangon sa balod na magpanaw sa diya sa duha kalain nga media. Ang direction sa tubangan sa balod mubawo padulong sa normal nga linya. Down due to the higher refractive index, while the portion that is still in the first medium is still moving at the same speed because of the difference in speed of the wave front passing through two different media. The direction of the wave front will be toward the normal line, the line perpendicular to the surface of the second medium where the wave front enters. Daw sa mapapabilin sa unang medium, magpadayon nga nagpanaw sa mangkusog tungod sa kalainan sa kusog sa tubangan sa balod nga nagpapanaw sa duha ka lain nga media. Ang direksyon sa tubangan sa balod mubawog padulong sa normal daw na line. Ikat sa normal daw na line. Ang linya daw is kanang lagdo daw sa ibabaw sa ikaduhang medium, din ang atubangan is para daw sa atubangon sa balod na musunod.
Good day everyone, my name is Adrian Carmona Padunyan and this is my report on physical science. Photoelectric effect and the particle nature of light. In 1905, Albert Einstein proposed that electromagnetic waves, including light, consist of discrete packets of energy called photons. A photon is a massless and has no electric charge. Its speed exactly equivalent to the speed of light. In a vacuum, each photon has a fixed amount of energy which depends on the frequency, not on the intensity, as previously believed by James Clerk Maxwell, the proponent of the electromagnetic wave theory of light. Red light has lower frequency compared to violet light. Hence, the photons that make up red light has lesser energy. The photoelectric effect is a phenomenon in which electrons are emitted from a material when light of a certain frequency or wavelength shines on it. This effect was first observed by physicist Albert Einstein in 1905 and played a crucial role in the development of quantum mechanics. The dependence of photon energy on frequency was first observed in the photoelectric effect experiment. Heinrich Hertz, a German physicist, helped establish the photoelectric effect while he was conducting experiments on the production and reception of electromagnetic waves. However, he did not conduct further investigation or make further attempts to explain his observation. The particle nature of light, also known as the photon theory of light, suggests that light can be thought of as a stream of particles called photons. These photons carry energy and momentum, and when they interact with matter, such as in the photoelectric effect, they can transfer their energy to electrons in the material, causing them to be ejected. In Einstein's theory of photoelectric effect, a beam of light is not a wave propagating through space. A beam of light is made of a group of discrete package of energy. When a certain beam of light shines on a metal plate, the emission of electrons from the metal plate will not depend on the intensity light nor on the duration of exposure. Einstein's explanation of the photoelectric effect was groundbreaking because it provides strong evidence for the particle nature of light. According to his theory, light consists of discrete packets of energy, photons, that can interact with matter on a particle-like basis rather than behaving strictly as a wave.
Ma'am, good afternoon everyone. This is my report, the modern framework, the dual nature of light. Ang dual nature of light, mao na siyang light nga form of energy nga naa siya dual nature, such as light possesses both particle properties and wave properties. The wave particle duality states the light may be described as either a particle or waver. Si Louis D. Broglie, siya ang nagsuggest in a French physicist in 1923. Ang wave particle duality is feature na siya nga ga-share sa light ug matter. Ug light naa siya particle-like ug wave like particle. Particle properties from the word particle, kay mao na siyang pinakagamay nga part sa matter. And the wave particle duality is a feature that is shared by light and all matter. Light has both. Number 1, particle-like. Ang particle-like properties naga-discrete na siya ug unit matter na siya definitive position and momentum. And ga-interact siya sa uban nga particles pinaagi sa forces as a molecule, atom, or electron. Number 2, wave-like properties. A wave-like properties, on the other hand, mao ni siyang disturbance nga propagates through a medium transferring energy pero dili matter. Ang nasi upat ka 4 basic wave. Number 1, properties amplitude. Number 2, wavelength. Number 3, frequency. Number 4, speed. Pwede sila mag-behave simultaneously nga particle ug as a wave. In some phenomenon, makakita tag wave-like properties while sa uban nga sitwasyon gina-observe nato ang its particle-like properties. In this new theoretical and mathematical framework that began to arise in 20th century, the theoretical and mathematical framework na nagsugod og arise tong 20th century pave way nga unsa atong nabalan as a quantum mechanics. Kini siya nga theory sa physics gina-aim niya ang account para sa observation nga dili ma-explain or reconcile sa mga classical physics ug dapat pud nato dili kalimtan dot ang modern framework sa nature of light ga continue gyapon siya evolve sa technology advance hantod karon. In 2015, Fabrizio Carbon and D.C. Steen at the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology in Lausanne, Switzerland. Sa 2015, si Fabrizio Carbon ug sa iyang mga kauban sa Swiss Federal Institute of Technology in Lausanne, Switzerland. Siya ang naga-observe. Ang pinakauna nga snapshot of light as both a particle or wave pinaagi sa ultra-fast energy transmission electron microscope. Thank you.